Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness. Let me stretch real quick. Hello, Kiwi. Hello, Kirsid. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me turn this a little down. Oh my goodness. Did you ever post dono goals? Fuck! You know, I'm just gonna work on this now while we're waiting for more people to start doing the voting. I'm just gonna fuck, now I have to find the file again. I always keep losing my damn files, and I keep reorganizing all my stuff so that way I can find my files, but then I don't find my files. I don't know how I do this to myself. That is the stream schedule. I need the dono goal file. Can I please have that? Well, while I'm working on it, if you guys have anything that you want to see as a dono goal, you can tell me now. Well, I try to find my damn file, wherever it is. Fucking. Where are you? How do I do this to myself? Ah, there we go. I found it. That's right. That's why I haven't done anything to it yet. So when I changed computers, chat, oh my god, I was in turmoil. I was in such turmoil. Solely over the fact that because I changed computers and stuff, I had forgotten to import over my fonts. So all the fonts and all my files were fucking missing. Hello, Isley! Drawing with chat is a favorite. Yeah, I know you guys really like Draw with Chat. Those ones are fun. But yeah, my fonts didn't upload. And I literally had to redo so many fonts. And I was so sad about it. Especially because I had some really good fonts that I really liked. Oh my god, I was in such dismay. Let me see. Design. Nope, that's for the comms. Where did I save my stream schedules? Stream schedule, April. There we go. Also, I got distracted today because, chat, you know that video that I posted? The Yukamori challenge one? I don't know what happened, but it suddenly started popping off. Have you guys noticed that? Because I've noticed that. I'm so confused and very happy at the same time, by the way. It's a very pleasant surprise, but oh my gosh, I'm so spooked. I was literally working this morning, and I had to keep checking my phone because I kept getting comments and shit. And I was like, what's going on? Which video is this from? And I looked down and I'm like, oh, that's the video I just posted like 2 days ago. I don't know what happened because usually how it works, chat, from what I've seen, what I've experienced, right? Is that in the first hour or two of posting a video, you can usually tell if it's gonna do good or not. Like, I can usually tell when a video is gonna be average views, under average or over average, because it's usually dictated in the first like hour or so, depending on how fast the view count goes up, right? So I posted this video and I was like, oh, it looks like it's gonna end up being like the other Pokemon video I just posted. That one got around like 20 something views. You know, that's fine, that's alright. I didn't expect the sudden shift to really pop off, especially because I'm planning another art video right now. And that's usually, you know, the stuff that does average, right? I was more or less on the lower end of the spectrum, because it's like, oh, this is a sudden shift in content, so it's probably going to be like a 50-50, right? I was fully aware of it. I was prepared for it. You know, if it doesn't do well, boo womp. You know, I tried. It's not going to stop me from posting it. I'm going to put videos that I like, but, you know, I was fully, like, aware. And the other day, I started getting notifications, and I was like, what the heck? And I saw that the video was doing a little better than I anticipated, right? It went up to like 100, 200 views, and I was like, oh, you know what? That's really good, actually. That's about average, you know, because I've seen that I'm usually averaging like 300 views. So I'm like, oh, that's not bad. So I see that people are a lot more interested in the collection content than they are in the opening stuff, which is fine. I'll just keep it to shorts then, right? It's easier to edit, quicker. You guys get more small stuff in between me working on the big stuff. Potato, potato. That's an equal exchange, baby. You know? that's less work for me to post more, you know? So that way you guys can keep getting funny stuff while I'm working on the bigger things, you know, that take more priority. And then today, I was literally working, and I kept getting these notifications and comments, and I'm like, what is happening? What's going on? And then I look when I get home, and I'm like, why is this almost 800 views? I'm so confused. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the algorithm was suddenly like, you know what, have a little piece of candy. You know? I don't know. I'm very perturbed. I'm not sure what this means. I don't know if the algorithm gods decided, you know what, have a little crumb. Have a little crumb. Right? Especially because what's really funny is that I literally got a notification for my own fucking stream this morning. Like, I randomly got a notification that said, "Hey, Bunny's streaming," and I had to think to myself, and I'm like, she is? Me, Bunny. I was like, I am? It was literally giving me such a late notification on my Monster Hunter stream, chat. I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? I was like, damn, chat really wasn't lying. Like, this notification is shit. It was so funny, but man, I was dying. I was just like, who's streaming? Not me. Not right now. I'm working. It was so weird. It was so weird. Modman took over and streamed a secret. I bet he wishes. He was doing military test thingy. Physical test. God, he hated it. My poor husband, his legs are fucking shot. His legs are done for. Ugh. Le gasp. Oh my god, chat. I'm so excited for the Yukimori April haul short that I'm gonna edit later this month, because today a coworker of mine came by and he's like, "Hey, I saw your thing, your video," and I was like, "Oh shit, that's right. So my coworkers actually watch my stuff," which is really funny, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. But we're chill enough that I'm like, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. You know, I'm not worried that they're gonna be weird about it, you know? Especially because one of my other coworkers also streams. So I'm like, we're chill, we're fine. But, he was like, yeah, I saw your video, and I looked through my Pokemon bulk, and I found a few cards in my collection, done by Yukamori, and I wanted to see if you wanted to take a look and see if there's anything that you don't have already. And he found like 36 cards from his bulk, and he showed them all to me. We went through my little list, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's actually quite a few here that I don't have, and these ones are mostly vintage, which is really, really good, chat, because vintage cards are harder to find, and they tend to be a bit more expensive, especially if you want them in good condition. Vintage cards in good condition are hard to find because of, you know, how old they are, how many people tend to have them, but then they get messed up, and, you know, they get damaged throughout the years, you know, that kind of stuff. Usually the type of vintage stuff that is sealed, aside from like someone who very much cherished their collection, is from people opening, you know, sealed packs that had been waiting around for them to be sold, to be opened on stream from other streamers and stuff like that, or just people opening up new vintage sealed packs in general. So, you know, it's harder to get good quality vintage cards. And I looked and I'm like, oh my god, these are so nice. Like, these ones are like basically near mint. I don't like see a single damaged one. And they're so beautiful. And I tried to give this man my trade binder, and I was like, oh my gosh, can you pick something from my binder? I feel really bad taking these. You know, without giving you a card in return. And he's like, no, it's fine, we're chill. And I'm like, bitch, pick something. This isn't a request. You're gonna take a card. He didn't end up finding anything he liked, so my compromise is that his favorite Pokemon is Bunnelby, so I'm gonna make him some Bunnelby pins out of some card bulk instead, because I will not be caught not repaying someone. I'd rather fucking die. No, yeah, I don't like receiving stuff from people without doing something in return, you know? It bothers me. I feel bad, and I'm like, listen, you took an effort. I'd like to do something, please. Yeah, I got a ley line of transformation from a friend, and he tried to refuse taking a trade or anything. A ley line of transformation? That's pretty sick. I'm planning on... My husband opened some from Duskmorn, and we have like an extra or two, and I was debating on putting in Bumbleflower, my rabbit deck, because I have, Arcane Adaptation, which virtually does the same thing, but for Leyline of Transformation, it's 1 mana more than Arcane Adaptation. But if it's in your opening hand, you could just place it down for free. So I'm really debating on putting in Bumbleflower, because I like that opportunity to have that card down, because it could really massively set up. I'm so sorry. For some of you who aren't familiar with Magic, this must be Greek to you. I'm sorry, that must be Greek for you guys. It won't be for long though, chat, because I'm getting it set up for my husband and I to play Magic with our friends for you guys on stream. Apparently, they added a mod on Tabletop Simulator where you can import your decks from Archidect to play Magic on Tabletop Simulator. So we're getting that set up so we can play. And I'm super excited about it, because this might be the only time I'm ever excited to edit, because I think there's some very fun ways I can edit a Magic game, because I'd like to keep it simple for those of you who don't understand the game, because at the same time, I'm trying to convert you to the cult, because I want more people to play this game, because it's super fun, even though I want to tear my husband's head off when he plays his fucking, theft deck. It's a very fun game, and hopefully, you know, once you guys see it, either you're interested in it, or you're like, oh, it looks cool, but I'd never play, you know. At least you tried. At least I tried, you know? But, yeah, we're working on that. We're gonna see how that works, but right now, for this month, for the co-op with Modman, I think that's the Saturday one that's gonna happen soon. Yeah. 19th? Yes, that's the one coming up. For that one, we're gonna do Baldur's Gate, because we haven't played in a long time. The new patch 8 just released, and I'm super excited for it, first off. Uber excited. Because I haven't played in such a long time, because my computer was so shitty that it was literally, like, falling apart when we got to Act 3, because there's so many damn NPCs. My computer was, like, trying to keep itself together with glue and duct tape. So, you know, it was having a tough time. Now, I have a better computer, so we're gonna try this again. Leo still has to re-update it, or re-download it, and update it before he can play, so we're gonna get that set up too. But I'm just saying, you guys do have a chat picks the stream day, so if you guys wanted to pick some Magic, I can't say no. Just saying. I'm just putting it out there. You know, if you guys wanted to see a little bit of Magic, I can absolutely get that set up. And we'll probably see if some of our buddies want to join us on that day. If not, I can also just beat my husband in Magic. I should put that context in there. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we're getting set up, and hopefully we can get that done. I'd at least like to play with him a few times before he has to go to New York, because then we're stuck with just like the online games and stuff like that. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But for now, today, you guys get to pick the game. I have a few options on the table. I put the poll, but the poll disappeared because I ended up moving the stream because stuff happened. I think I might have gotten food poisoning, by the way. I don't know. It went away really fast. Because on that day, I was so excited to stream because I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what chat's picking. Because I think I saw like 2 games were tied in the poll. I'm fine, Isley. I'm fine. I'm completely fine right now. It was weird. We went to eat Korean barbecue that day. And like 2 hours before stream, I was in the car and I was like, man, I don't feel good. Like, I feel shit. My stomach hurt. My abdomen, like, below my ribs really hurt. And I was like, what's going on? And I felt like I had to throw up. So I thought for a second, like, did I get food poisoning? There's no way I can get food poisoning because Leo usually does the cooking on the Korean BBQ, right? And he's really good at making sure that all the stuff is cooked good to make sure, you know, no one gets sick from anything. We also didn't consume any seafood. It was all mostly like beef. I forgot what the name of some of the stuff was, but it was like beef and chicken, right? And I felt so shit. And I was like, oh my god, I might have to move stream because I feel so absolutely abhorrent. It hurt a lot. And when we got home, I still had like an hour or so. I think by then I had already posted that I was going to move the stream. Because I think I did that like when it started hurting and I was like, this fucking sucks. And in my mind, I was like, you know, I think if it goes away, I'm just gonna work on some stuff that I need to finish. Like the dono goals. And just take care of that. Because there was some other stuff in the house that I had to also take care of. But we were doing stuff. There wasn't enough time for it. And I was like, you know, I'll just take care of some stuff so I won't have to worry about it when I move the stream. I get home. I lay down and Leo goes to play Magic with the boys because they were like, oh yeah, let's play some Magic. And he was like, honey, are you okay? Are you good? And I was just like, yeah, you go play Magic. I do not care. I'm literally gonna pass the fuck out for like an hour or so. Chat, it was not an hour. It was not an hour. Chat, I was out for almost 5 hours. I didn't wake up till 11 o'clock when Leo was on his way home. He was on his way home when I got up. I was in that bed holding a body pillow to my stomach because I was in so much pain. Eventually, I just passed out. I woke up. I looked at the time because I was like, oh my god, I have to walk Laffy. I have to walk the boy. Oh my god. I napped for so long. I looked at the text from my husband and he was like, oh, I just finished the game. I'm on my way home. I called him, chat. And I was like, honey, are you almost home? And he was like, oh, no, we just left the game store. I'm dropping off our buddy at the base, and then I'll be on my way home. And I was like, honey? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, honey, can you grab me some food? I'm really hungry. And he's like, yeah, baby, sure. What do you want? And I was like, can I get the honey butter biscuit from Whataburger? Oh my god. I will say, chat, I wasn't in pain after I woke up, but man, I was hungry as fuck. It was so funny. I was so hungry when I woke up. I don't know why. Because I literally ate like 4 or 5 hours ago. And I ate a lot at that Korean barbecue. I ate a lot of beef and shit. I ate corn. I ate like stuff that filled up my tummy. And I was so hungry when I woke up. And I was like, can I have a honey butter biscuit? And he's like, yeah, sure, baby. Sure, I'll get you a honey butter biscuit. So, you know, my husband comes back home and my savior, he brought me the biscuit and it tasted really, really good. So, you know, shout out to my husband. He's a real one. Yeah, that sounds likely to have been one of the fast food poisoning bacteria. That's scary as fuck, Kirsten. That's a concerning sentence. That reminds me of when I got food poisoning from a Burger King milkshake a few years ago. How? Wait. Hold up. How do you get food poisoning from a milkshake? I've heard of food poisoning from sushi. I've heard of food poisoning from undone chicken. I've heard of that's how a milkshake? Ew. Cross-contamination, double ew. That's gross. Fighting bacterial infections uses a lot of energy. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Damn, my body is strong as fuck then. Because, keep in mind, chat, I've never had food poisoning in my life. I've never had food poisoning. We could probably attribute it to the fact that I'm a picky eater. I'm very specific with the things I put in my body, the things I eat. I'm very, very specific. You know, if I don't like the smell of it, I'm not gonna eat it. That's the main thing I follow when I eat food. If I don't like the texture of it, I'm not gonna eat it. I physically can't. So, you know, that probably could be a possible reason as to why I have not experienced the joys of food poisoning. But I know it's fucking awful, because I've had a thing where I was sick enough that I kept throwing up. It wasn't food poisoning, I forgot what it was. It was something else, but I kept throwing up, and it was fucking awful. I hate throwing up. It's gross. I don't want to do it. And I hope I don't have to do it in my lifetime. It's probably gonna happen, probably when I'm older, but, you know, I just hate it. I've never gotten food poisoning, but I ate a mystery lollipop from my pantry. Not the happy face! Not the happy face after! Isley, please! along with a lot of milk can get contaminated with material, gets tested pretty thoroughly. I would hope so, honestly. I think that the FDA needs to really step up their games when it comes to food safety, especially because there's been a lot more accidents related to food safety recently, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of stuff get recalled more frequently in the last, like, year or two. Not to be, like, a tinfoil conspiracy person, but I just feel like I've been seeing that a lot often, and it makes me a little worried. But yeah. A lot of times people just don't know what they had. They had food poisoning, too. Some only last about 30 minutes to a couple hours. Godspeed to the couple hours, people. I feel so bad for them. That must be awful. That must be terrible. Hold up. Sorry, they're blowing up the group work chat. It's not funny tea though, so I can't spill it. It's boring work tea. How disappointing. Interesting. Yeah. Non-exciting tea. What a shame. But yeah. Alright. Let's see. You guys like the draw with chat? Let's put that at 20. I think that's where I had it last time. Which, I don't know if you guys noticed on the Discord, but I added a new emoji. Mostly because I can't add the emoji right now because, oh shit, oh my god. That scared me. I got scared. I thought that was you, Kirsten. I immediately started talking about channel memberships and I thought that was Kirsten. I was like, no fucking way. I couldn't even finish channel memberships. Oh, I'm still I'm still surprised from last time. Remember when you did that last time, Kirsten? That shit was immaculate timing. Oh my goodness. No, that was just a subscribe. Okay, good. As I was saying, I don't know what the... I'm trying to pull it up right here so I could see. I don't know how many members I need to unlock the next emote, so I'm debating on just... Kirsten. Kirsten. Kirsten, let me finish the sentence! Let me finish! I'm trying to see here. Thank you for the 5 gifted, though. Oh my goodness. But yeah, apparently there's like a every time you have like a certain amount of members, they give you another emoji slot. And for obvious reasons, I'm not disclosing that number because of a certain someone in chat. But when we do get there, I'm adding the emoji that's currently in the Discord. Nuh-uh. You don't get to know Kirsten. But yeah, that emoji that's in the Discord will then be added to the emoji list on YouTube. So I think I'm gonna do that. Every time I make a new emoji, it's gonna be added to the Discord first. So you guys can keep an eye out for them. I still have the other 2 that I need to make before I release that emoji pack for you guys on Ko-fi, because I got distracted with a lot of stuff. And then also the moving of everything from computer to computer. So I lost a few files there. But... Oh, Isley! You haven't seen the notifications? Yes, there is a Discord now. Hold up. Hold up, I got you. Hold on. I put in the community. God, my YouTube notifications are so ass. Hold up, I got you, Isley. I got you. There you go. Yeah, the chat's not open on the Discord right now. It's solely for notifications for now until, you know, I can get it all set up and set up a safe space for everybody. Because right now, I am one singular person. My husband works full-time. We don't really have anyone, we don't really have any mods that can keep track of the chat, you know, to make sure people don't go stupid, go crazy, you know? Because the last thing I want is for the Discord to become a not safe place for you guys, because, you know, that just would absolutely suck. But, yeah, in the future, depending on how things go, I'm gonna look into getting some moderators so that way I can open up chat so you guys can all talk with each other. Because eventually, I want to eventually do, like, separate channels for you guys to participate in future projects. But as of right now, that's kind of out of my scope. So for now, it's notifications. So you guys will know immediately when I stream, when I post new videos, because YouTube doesn't like to notify you guys immediately. Like I said, I literally got a message this morning that I was streaming yesterday. So, you know, YouTube's a little stinky. And I still set it up really weird because it's supposed to take you to the server rules. So that way you can look at the TOS, put an emoji, and then I give you a role. But for some reason, it just sends you guys other places, and I'm still trying to fix it. I don't know how this works. I tried setting up a bot. I wanted to be fancy, chat. I tried setting up a bot that would, when you commented with an emoji, it would automatically give you a role in the Discord, but I ended up almost fist fighting the bot because it wasn't listening to what I was saying, and I was losing my absolute mind. So, I almost had a fight with a Discord bot. Not the highlight of my life, you know? It was a very frustrating time, and my husband was like, why don't you just use a bot? Reasons. But yeah. Alright. Let me finish this up really quick, and then let me put up the poll, actually. Sometimes it takes bot brain surgery. Alright. Let me put up the poll so we can actually start the game. What did I put last time? I put in Stars in Time. I was gonna put Monster Hunter, but you guys already get Monster Hunter Monday, so I was just like, you know, they probably want to see stuff other than Monster Hunter. I've been playing that a lot. In Stars in Time, I had Inscription on there, I think. I had, I'm pretty sure, Slime Rancher, because you guys have been enjoying that. And I don't remember what the last one was. Let me see. I have a lot of games I haven't played in a while. I was thinking of putting Fallout on there, but I think I kind of want to wait for the next Fallout TV show season to be announced, like the release date of when they're going to start airing that, to start playing Fallout, just so it's like thematic. Because I love Fallout. But I'm playing a lot of Monster Hunter right now. And I feel like if I start playing Fallout again, I'm gonna want to play a lot of Fallout. Let's see. What else can I add that's gonna be funny? What's a funny little game we can do? I think Saints Row would be funny, but I feel like YouTube would hit me with the demonetization hammer if I played Saints Row. Actually, I wonder if Saints Row has a streamer mode. Actually, it might be a little too old for that, actually. I think it came out before Twitch was a thing. So it might not have that. I'm thinking about this too hard. It's not like I'm gonna finish the entire game. Oh my goodness. Damn. I was gonna say Sunset Overdrive. That would be a fun one to do like a short stream of. But I also think this one might get me hit with the demonetization hammer because there's a lot of cussing. But the parkour is so fun. If you guys haven't played Sunset Overdrive, it's a really fun parkour game. I think it was very much underrated when it came out, because the movement traversal is just so cool.
You're pretty smart.
Oh! Oh! Chat, you know what I just realized? I have a good computer now. I can go back to playing fighting games.
Isn't it time to make a smart choice? You can be smart, or you can be nuke smart.
Oh my goodness. My other computer was on the brink of death so much that I couldn't play Tekken 7 anymore because it wouldn't open. It kept crashing. I can also play Injustice 2 again. Oh my goodness. Sorry, that realization just hit me like a fucking truck. Because the only reason I didn't get Tekken 8, aside from the price tag, is the fact that I just couldn't play it. I couldn't physically play it. My computer just couldn't handle it. Oh my goodness. I feel like my mind expanded in that moment. I feel like I had a brain blast, you know? Felt like Jimmy Neutron, Jim Bob for a second. Of loathing games? What kind of games are those? silly turn-based RPG. I do love me a good silly based RPG. I love little RPGs. God, they're so fun sometimes. What game have the masses decided on? Hello, Ches. I'm setting up the poll right now. We were talking for a little bit. West of Loathing, Shadows over Loathing. Interesting. I'll have to check those out. Let's... What about the Kingdom game we've played before? Oh, shit. King of the Castle? We could put King of the Castle. I mean, I think we should have enough people in chat for it to run good. I could put that on there. Yeah, you guys seemed to really enjoy that last time. Alright, let's start the poll. Yeah, I haven't set up a specific stream for King of the Castle yet because I was waiting for myself to have more people who can join in and help read the characters. Like Garrett, because Garrett and another buddy of ours were the ones who introduced the game to us. So I was trying to wait to see who was available so we could have like a complete like multiple people stream. So that way, you know, it wouldn't just be me reading the silly voices. Let's see. I put draw with chat on that one. And then let me... I have to switch co-op with Modman because he's going to be in New York. So that's going to be a little hard. Which I'm thinking for us to replay It Takes Two at some point. We'll see. Because I don't know if it's been long enough for me to forget what happened in the game. Because I feel like I'm going to see a level. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I know what to do on this level. You know? Why are the ads playing? Please. Come on. Let me play my music. There we go. Oh my gosh, chat. Next year, because I'm waiting for like at least like a year or two to pass before I start talking about my previous jobs. Mainly for legal purposes. I don't know. I just want to be safer than sorry. Especially because one of those previous jobs was Disney. So next year, I can start, you know, hopefully safely talking about my roles in both Universal and Disney and share the very funny, like, attraction stories I do have. I also have a very funny story from Food and Bev from Volcano Bay, which I've been dying to share. Like in a story time animated format. I just wanted to give it some time because I didn't know if there was a a specific time thing, so I don't get like in legal trouble for talking bad about the company. You know, you never know, especially with Disney. God, Disney's scary. They'll just throw around a hey, you were talking a little too much shit. I see. Hold on, let me ask my husband. Let me let him know, because he could probably join us afterwards. If we play King of the Castle, will we start where we left off or start a new game? I will leave that decision up to you guys. Depending on the amount of people we have, we can just keep going where we left off. Or if you guys want to start a new game, we can start a new game. I'm just trying to finish the dono goals so I can post them and then we can start. Oh my goodness, I am burping so much. Let's see. What's something we can do? You guys like draw with chat. I've already put that in. You guys like the horror games. I still have that in. What to do? What to do? I'm trying to think of what we can do. Especially because I'm so limited on what I can do because I can't, like, program stuff like I've seen other people do. Like, I've seen people do the chat plays Pokemon during, like, subathons, and I think that shit is so funny. Oh, you know what we can do? Because we were talking about Baldur's Gate earlier. What do you guys think about a dono goal where if you guys reach it, you guys get to make a Baldur's Gate character and you guys get to choose all the choices and everything. Like whenever we run across characters and stuff, I'll be like, "Chat, what do we do?" And you guys get to vote on whether I get the absolute shit kicked out of me. Give us free reign. Yeah, a lot of things work easier on Twitch. I'm still trying to get the text-to-speech to work, but there's no text-to-speech for YouTube. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get that to work, because you guys unlocked the chat-to-speech thing like a long time ago, but I haven't found the thing for it. Let Atari decide. Oh my goodness. Let me put that as RPG free reign. So you guys will choose how the story goes. All right. Do you use OBS or Streamlabs? I use Streamlabs. I found that works easier. Slay the Princess free reign would be so funny. Oh my goodness. That'd be so funny. I can only imagine. The princess would hate us. We could also play Wolf Among Us. I do have that game. I think that one would also be hilarious. I'll let you guys vote on whatever, like, story-driven game, and then you guys will make the choices. Chat TTS should be easy with that. Chat TTS. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, because I kept trying to look for stuff, but everything was optimized for Twitch, and I'm like, okay, does this work on YouTube? Because YouTube doesn't get a lot of love in the bot department. I'm like, hello? I've noticed that, like, everything's for Twitch, and I'm like, okay, maybe YouTube just doesn't like the externals. Which I think actually is the... What is Wolf Among Us? You've never seen Wolf Among Us? Oh my gosh! So do you know Telltale Games? The developers, Telltale Games? Please tell me you do. Oh, chat text-to-speech. I misread that. But oh my goodness! Sorry, I gotta divert attention here really quick. You don't know Telltale Games? Okay, so Telltale Games was this game studio who was very good at making story-driven. They made the Walking Dead games. The Walking Dead, like, story games. They made those. They have like the iconic art style of like the black lines on the models that made them still look like cartoonish stuff. You don't like them, Kirsten? Oh, that hurts my heart. God, I love the Telltale games. I grew up on Wolf Among Us. I didn't really like The Walking Dead because it was full of zombies and I was scared of them, so I could never finish the games because I kept getting too scared I was gonna kill the characters. And I didn't want to see them get eaten on screen, so I couldn't really play The Walking Dead. But I really loved The Wolf Among Us, especially because it's a grittier take on fairy tale characters. I will say, it's a little mature. There are, for a lack of better terms, titties. There is literally a section of the game where you go to a brothel and titties are seen. I'm not gonna lie. But aside from that, it's a good game, I promise. If you can look past the titties, I swear, I promise. It's a really good game. It's such a good game. It's very story-driven. It's based off of the comic of the same name. You basically play as the big bad wolf, Bigby. All these fairy tale characters live in this one part of a city. And they try to blend in with normal people because they were driven out of the fairy tale land that they lived in. And the big bad wolf in this story is a detective. And he works for Snow White, and they're trying to keep the peace in this little, like, fairy tale, like, part of the city, trying to make sure that everyone, you know, isn't doing some weird shit. More accurate retellings. They actually do go those routes. It's actually really cool, the story, the fairy tale characters that they bring into the town, because there's a lot of fairy tales that haven't been really covered. But it's a really good game, chat, and eventually one day we're gonna play it on stream. One of these days. It's a really, really good game. I love it so much, and they announced that Wolf Among Us is getting a second part, and when I heard that, chat, I was frothing at the mouth. I went feral for a second. I was gone. Like, I lost my goddamn mind. And then, you know, Telltale filed for bankruptcy. They closed. Now they're reopened, and they announced it again, and I was like, ah! You know? I went through a lot of emotions, okay? I went through a lot of emotion. I went through the phases of grief, to acceptance, to, oh my god! You know? No, not Shrek the game! No, Kiwi, no! No, please! Please! Not Shrek, please! I still gotta fill in this last option, and I can't put drinking stream because my husband banned me! Ugh! This is hard. Trying to think. Oh, actually. This would be fun. Okay, so I'm putting this as an option, so if you guys reach this goal, you guys get to choose the next game that I 100%. I think that would be fun, actually. Because I'm planning on 100%ing Monster Hunter Wilds, but it's going to take a while because one of the achievements is, like, you have to kill 100 large monsters. You have to kill, like, 50, and you have to do 50 investigations. Those ones take time. Probably, like, a month or two, but, you know, we'll get there. Alright, I think the dono goals are done. Let me export them and then set them free. Nope, wrong artboard, please. Hold up. It's exporting the wrong artboard. I gotta update some of my channel stuff. My banner's pretty old. It doesn't have Witch Bun on it. I'm overdue on a rebrand. Because when I did all that stuff, I didn't have Witch Bun, so now I have to update it. Alright. Okay. 1 second. My husband said he would love to join us for King of the Castle when he gets home. So, that's very nice. Let me hold up. Alright. I'm about to post the dono goals in Discord. And it looks like we are doing King of the Castle so far. I do have some people who really want to see either Slime Rancher or Inscription. I see you guys. I hear you guys. Oh my god, where did I... There it is. I have so many folders, chat. Alright, bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Let me get it posted on the channel. I know we started so late and we still haven't played the game. I'm so sorry. I just got so distracted. I say as I'm currently still distracted. Boom, posted. It's a little late, but I did it. Okay. Another thing to add, I did add something on my Ko-fi. A lot of people were asking for the list that I used to make my my Yukimori card list. The one I'm currently using to try to do my challenge. Yeah, I had to go back in and clean it up, but I did post it on Ko-fi, so if any of you are interested in doing the same collection, or if you just want to see what it looks like, if you want to do another collection and you want to see like a good way to keep organized on the cards, I have that on Ko-fi for free, so you can download it for free. Just because I had so many people asking me about the list, and I was like, okay, damn, I guess I'll post the list. But yeah. I'm still flabbergasted, guys. It's still going. I gotta stop looking at it. I gotta stop looking at it. Otherwise, I'm gonna psych myself out. Okay. Alright. So it looks like King of the Castle is the game we shall be playing today. Let me get it set up for you guys. And then once I get it done, once I get done setting it up, I'm gonna walk Laffy real quick so that way when Leo comes home, Laffy's walked, he can jump straight in and join us. Especially because I'm pretty sure players can join mid-game, so I think we'll be fine. Let's see.
You're pretty smart. When people talk about you, too smart comes up a lot. So why are you trying to prove them wrong? Why aren't you pushing the limits of science? And
Let me get the game open.
nuclear engines up
I blanked for the last minute or two. What's happening? Oh, I was just talking about how I have a Pokemon card list thing on... Get out of here, ads. I have a Pokemon card list thing that is available if anyone was interested in starting their own collection or doing the same collection of cards. I have a list that you guys can use to keep yourselves organized. Because some of them are crazy. Alright, I have the game up. I'm gonna start a poll. I'm gonna give you guys the choice of whether we're gonna continue the game that we started last time or have a new dynasty. And then while you guys are picking that, I'm gonna walk Laffy really quick so the boy can poop. Alright. I have to get this set up. There we go. Alright, you guys vote on that. I'm gonna walk the boy really fast, and I shall return. Behave yourselves, I will return. I've returned, chat. Oh, I almost busted my ankle going up the stairs. Ow. Owie. Alright, what we having? What the 50%? Y'all are divided on this, huh? Wait, I'm not smart. I suggested this game, forgetting I was already trying to play a different game. What game were you trying to play, Ches? I actually did a sorting craze. Yeah, that was me organizing my bolt. Hi-Fi Rush? I don't have that game, Ches. I gotta have the game already. Sorry, I'm getting a little eepy sleepy, but I'll be fine. One of my biggest TCG collections is sorted by card type, archetype, subtype, alphabet. You are... Kirsten, you do the same shit my husband does. His Magic the Gathering bulk is sorted by type, so basically enchantment, sorcery, creature, all that shit, artifact. Sorted by that, by mana color, so all the green is together, and then it's sorted by the and then all that, but alphabetical order for each section. I could never. I literally, my Pokemon collection is divided by type, so each Pokemon type, and then the Poketools and the Pokemon supports are in their own thing, and then I just threw them in there. That was about as much as I was willing to go in. Also, Kirsten, you guys don't have to overthrow me. Some of you could also be nice and want me to rule a very decent monarchy. You know, we could be working together on this for the good of the kingdom, you know? We could all have a very nice, flourishing kingdom that doesn't end with me being dethroned, please. Oh, you're playing Hi-Fi Rush, Chaz. I see. Yes, I see now. Sorry, I was reading you guys' backlog so I could see what was happening while I was walking the dog. At any time I could play Knight at Nuggets, but I would rage quit in the first 2 attempts. I hate Slushy. That's a funny sentence. Yeah, I'm assuming that's Yu-Gi-Oh! My Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk. My Magic is only sorted by color currently, but I have about 1,000. God, you and Leo too. Because the thing is, Leo has both of our cards in his bulk. And we've both have outgrown our bulk. So the current box we have, we've both outgrown it for my Pokemon collection and his Magic collection. So both of our boxes are fucking full. So I had the bright idea, because I have a button maker that I haven't been able to use yet. So I was thinking of turning my bulk into buttons and then putting that shit on Etsy to sell. Because what am I going to do with 500 buttons? That's a lot of buttons for me, chat. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. So I'll probably let you guys know whenever I do put them up. And if you guys have any buttons that you fancy, you know, they're there. I just don't know what to charge for them because I don't want to charge too much, especially with all the the shipping stuff that's happening and all that craziness. So we'll see. I think it's going to depend on the size of the buttons. You sort your cards? Yes, of course, Ches. I'm going to sort my cards. I'm going to sort them enough that I don't have to go crazy trying to look for a fairy type in a sea of normal and psychic types, because those are the biggest ones in my bulk. Press the buttons. Yes, we have just finished the voting, so now we're gonna have a new dynasty, it looks like. Go back with Bunny. We're gonna go back to Meraki. Okay. Gonna do a party game. I think... Here, you guys pick your 3 regions. I'm gonna put whatever the first 3 names I see are. I see Goths. I'm assuming that's the East. I see the Chiefs. What is Meraki? Is this stream card? No, it's just a silly little word I found. I named my Animal Crossing island Meraki. Basically, the word Meraki means to put your all into something creatively wise, and I just kind of got really attached to the word. I need one more region. One more region, chat. I've got the Chiefs and the Counts right now. Hello, Dodoko! We're currently playing King of the Castle! I'm about to have the code open so that way y'all can join. We're just picking the, water. We must hydrate. Also, hydration check. My husband's bringing me a drink on his way back home. I will hydrate, though. Well, I guess since you said water, I'm gonna put the patricians of the coast, because they're attached to the water. Alright, chat. Hold on, let me take down the... Let's put that down. www.kotc.app. We're gonna pin, and then the room code is right up there. FJQD. Let me change the stream type so that way it says King of the Castle instead of nothing. There we go. Kirsten, I see you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I put it up on the thing, Ches. It should be www.kotc.app. Someone named Isley. Oh my goodness. Cheddar Chessington. All right. You're probably gonna balance the single votes. I've got 2. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Kirsten. Alright. Now remember, guys. Please be nice to me. That's all I ask. I would like to peacefully run this kingdom into its next golden age. And bring prosperity to all the land. Oh. There we go. Alright. I'm just giving it another minute or two just in case anyone else wants to join. That's exactly what I'm saying, Isley. We could all get this gold if we work together. This doesn't have to be a you versus me thing. We could be working together. I'm just saying, if you want to fight me, I'll make sure there's no spoils. We could all get this bag, or no one gets this bag. Alright, I think we should be good. Alright, let's start. Yay! We're gonna start with the coronation. Listen, I was very responsible with my money because if I wasn't, then you would have advanced your schemes. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, we're gonna host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, force the commoners to swear a blood oath, what the fuck? Throw the queen into the river. Troops shall bear the queen through the streets atop a shield. I think sure. I think I like the river's a little funny. Go ahead, chat, begin your votings. Why are you guys like this? Why are you guys making the commoners do a blood oath? That's weird. The commoners? For a coronation? It's crazy. Alright. 'Twas a tie. We're not doing the blood oath. It is decided the queen will be thrown into the river. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you to shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is this your imagination, or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Listen, listen, listen! Listen, I'm just saying. Making the commoners do a blood oath is wild. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the wealthy coast. Let's meet the chiefs first. Good luck in the days ahead, your highness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. Hello, this is Whatre Chessington. Count Kirsid the Dark. In honor to finally make your acquaintance, your majesty, may you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. And Lady Patrician Kiwi de Leshy. A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Why am I blonde? I don't know. Maybe you dyed your hair? Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you're worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I want to be a peacekeeper, sure. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Alright, and with that, the season is done. Miker of the Kirsid the Dark Lord dynasty, sinister eastern bird breeder, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Bunny wears the crown. Alright, the counts get to vote on what they would like to do for their scheme. God damn it. Not the Ascension. The counts plan to induct the queen into their secret cult and offer her immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the count must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. How the fuck is that fair? You're already at 4! Vic of the Whatre Chessington clan, charismatic northern hero, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Bunny. How do we make that happen? Alright, the chiefs get to vote on their scheme. There's some very interesting options here. What you thinking, Ches? Ragnarok? Oh god. Oh boy. The chiefs plan to make an alliance with the ice giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak, or the giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Son of a bitch! Aquila of the family named Isley family, charismatic former pirate, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Bunny. Something must be done. Alright, what are y'all doing? Listen! I don't like this. Oh lord. And then they want to raise authority is crazy. The patricians plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy, to advance their scheme, the patricians must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Let's do swing votes. That'll be interesting. Okay. Let's do the honor guard first. Now that you are queen, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? I suppose so. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from much dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the patricians offer their greatest gladiators, champions of the arena. Think carefully, your majesty, these guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could hire foreign mercenaries, they'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the warriors. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners, they'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all, but I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable and in the fight, unbeatable. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they actually fought a battle. They mostly write poems these days. A gang of low-board crooks who turn themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Uh-oh. Oops, okay. I'm thinking. I won't protect. Plead your cases. I want to hear. Why do you guys think I should choose your region's protection? Me no want protect, I want Taco Bell. My dudes are the average D&D party. That is a 50-50. Because we write good poems and are well armored and good for being in court. Okay, but y'all, can those poems stab people? I'll do it for the money. It's crazy. I'll bribe you with a Texas Roadhouse gift card. Oh my gosh. Free food? These are all such very compelling arguments, you guys. Honestly, I just want my child to get married again. My armies don't mean anything. Oh, it is funny, Ches. Or McDonald's, take your pick, or both. You know what? Sure, Isley, I'll take the bribe. We'll do the coastals this time. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women are underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling. There's no context! That's crazy! Oh my gosh! I read that chat and like my throat cut me off. I was literally like, what the fuck? My own body reacted before I did. That was Kiwi, I swear. Kiwi, you're being blasphemed. Speaking of Kiwi, greetings, Your Serene Highness. Some fine news from my citizens in the coast. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. What the feck? Huh. Poor Isley's going through it. Oh. I like this idea. But I'm scared of the last option. I don't like the Spanish Inquisition. We'll see what you guys say. I think gifts are very nice. God damn it, Isley. No! I'm not mean! Chaz, Kiwi, say something! Okay. I'm gonna choose for the option that makes me not an asshole. You're good, Isley. I'll take the empty cards. I'll make a button out of them. My humblest thanks, Your August Majesty. That's too kind. There is another matter. They asked permission to name the baby after you. What do you think, Your Esteemed Highness? Should I be concerned? Should I be worried that they're gonna try to replace me with this baby? Am I overthinking this? What, I think I'm just gonna get fucking swapped with this goddamn baby, but I'm a full-ass adult, so like, sure, as long as the baby's not ugly. That's so funny. I shall assess the baby's appearance and act accordingly. True to her word, Lady Patrician Kiwi Deleshy Lover lets you know that the baby is perfectly adorable and therefore suitable for the name of Bunny. A child of the coast named for you. Who knows what sort of person this baby will become? You can only hope that you're around to see it. I bet you I won't be. The printing press? I did not oil anyone up is a fucking crazy statement, Kiwi. Your Esteemed Highness, a blacksmith in the coast has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on the painstaking efforts of scribes, it produces 100 copies of text an hour. How remarkable! I love books. Yes, Your Esteemed Highness, isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. That sounds more like a count thing than a chief thing, but who am I to say? Why would this shit make my stability go down? I'm confused. I think this is the most like sane option because everything else is kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. Sure. Because I would like it to be accessible to the people, but that's apparently not a good thing. Oh shit. So I guess we could just start with the university and then eventually make it like in lore eventually make it available to the people, but like start off slow so people don't start going crazy, you know? God damn it, Kirsten. What happened? The game paused? No! Fuck! Shit. Oh shit. In the end, both are right. The North develops a thriving publishing industry, but as more and more books are printed, radical...
Oh!
Give me a second, honey, my heart. I saw the shadow, and I was about to shit myself. I was like, that better be my fucking husband, or I'm gonna lose it. Why would you do that to me? Hi, honey.
Tell Modman about the incident.
About the oh my god. so I was hold on, I have to take off my headset so I can hear myself. So I was I started the game, right? Mm-hmm. And we got to the point where you choose your army, right?
Okay.
So I'm choosing the army. I'm reading through. Isley's like, I'll give you a McDonald's gift card. I'll bribe you. I'm bribing you. And I'm like, haha, bribery. So I choose the patricians.
Okay.
Guard, right? For the funny haha meme. The hoax gift cards. And, you know, they get introduced. And, you know, they're just like, hello, your majesty. And then apparently they all went behind my fucking throne and started oiling themselves up.
What the fuck?
Right? It just said that. It just said they started oiling themselves up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Those little pointy freaks. What the fuck?
We were all aghast. Or
Freaky
aghast.
freaks.
We were all aghast, you know? It threw us off so hard. I had to take a solid, like, 5 minutes. I was losing my goddamn mind. I'm gonna clip the shit out of that. Because it was so funny. Oh my goodness. Ah, trade is prosperous. I should have done trade. Anyway, you should join in.
Your authority is now mocked.
Yeah. I'm trying to go for authority.
Alright.
Kiss, did you win your game?
Yes, I won one of the 3.
You won one of the 3? Nice.
Yeah, that last one was just fucking grueling. God, fucking Fig played a, what's the name of it? Voice of the Wild, something Voice of the Wild, I think.
Yeah.
And it basically said he can tap his mana for 2, but then I got you a chicken sandwich.
Thank you.
He can tap his mana for 2, and everyone else who taps their mana can't untap the lands for the next phase.
That's fucked.
But you go to your second, it basically puts like a stun count on all your fucking mana.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy because it took us 10 turns to actually be able to do something. So it's just sitting there, waiting.
Oh my goodness.
And then the worst part is, he played that card and didn't have a follow-up So he didn't like play that card and then did something crazy. He played that card and we just sat there. I'm gonna tap forward and play this card. Pass.
And no one could counter that shit?
No, because I was missing a brew. I couldn't do shit.
Oh my god.
I was upset. I was very upset on that last game.
That's crazy. Alright, well, you want to do a Discord call?
Crinkly, crinkly.
Yes, I'm
crinkly,
trying to...
crinkly, crinkly, crinkly. Oh my god. Crinkly.
Go downstairs, get your stuff ready.
Ready for what?
The game's still paused? To join in.
I got a pack.
You can join in and pack.
I got a pack.
You do both.
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright. Oh, it's the auction now. You guys want to take a second to refresh your pages? Alright, Isley's back in. It's showing me that all of you guys are still in. Is everyone still good? Alright, good. Kirsten's good. Kiwi's good. Isley's good. Alright, what are we looking at? These are all kind of... Actually, I kind of like the aqueduct. Guys, I will say this. Don't let Kirsten get the observatory, please. Don't let him get the observatory, please. I beg of you. There's nothing I can do about Ches right now. I can't do anything. I can't lower his military. The fortress is gonna up his military. You have yours too! Kirsten, you both have yours. You're at 4, he's at 7. No, they don't. Patricians have to get me to at least 5. I'm at 2. So Isley, Kiwi, I'm just saying, you know, Aqueduct would be pretty sick. Monument would be pretty sick. Just don't let him get the observatory. Why no pretty observatory? Because Kirsten's already at 4 faith. So if he goes down to 3, it's going to be even harder to prevent Kirsten from going to the next phase. And Ches is going to go to the next phase, but we can't do anything about Ches right now. So I'm just saying. I'm doing this in the hopes my child will once again be married. I'm just saying, Ches, if you help out. Also, if she's a pretty lady, them chances gonna be high. Alright, we're gonna start the auction, folks. 3, 2, 1. If she's a pretty lady. This is not new information, Isley. I like it, the pretty ladies. Jesus Christ! 1,400 is crazy. Y'all, what happened? Help, I didn't mean to press it that many times. Isley, no! Your money! Your money that you love so much! forgot to preface that 2 buildings get funded. That's my bad. That's on me. Oh. Let's do this first. The elderly chief... Sorry. The elderly Chief Marjata, a cousin many times removed of Chief Cheddar Chessington, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90. Would you believe? A better end than most of us get. Indeed, Your Majesty. She stayed at home in the north most of the time, enjoying herself. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Chief Marjata was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By the old gods, that's a pitiful claim. Well, shit. Here we go again. There's no winning here. Isley, no. Isley, no. Don't be swayed. Don't be swayed, Isley. You know what? How about this? How about this? Isley, if you and Kiwi, the patricians, I'm trying to plead with y'all, if you guys vote for what I vote for, I won't tax you guys. In fact, I'll give you guys money when the tax thing comes up. How about that? You'll get money from me. I have not lied before on that. When have I lied on that, Kirsten? Last time I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I am a bun of my word. I swear on Baxter's rabbit's foot. I think for that one, Kirsten, we were on even ground because I didn't have a lot of money. But we agreed on it. I think the best option here... Yeah, Defiance is gonna go up. But I think it would be a good idea to increase trade. Alright, go ahead, y'all. Oh, interesting, Ches. Woo! Ha ha! Using the late Chief Marjata's money, the peasants set up a marketplace on her land. It turns out to be a huge success, with merchants flocking to the place in crowds. See? Trade's real good now. Now I can pick Puck Peel. Isley, you're noble, please. An opportunity, Your Majesty. A Kurth ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Kurth vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters by the 9th. In fact, it's closer to our city of Hythos than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You are having money problems. Your Majesty, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Fuck, bro. Oh. Let's go gambling! Oh, shit. 3 of these are like fucking percent chance stuff. Oh my goodness. I'll take this off because I just don't want people's defiance to go up right now. You guys hash it out. I don't feel too strongly about any option. Chaz, you're so focused on getting your person married. Oh, Jesus Christ, y'all. Oh, God. Sure, since Ches doesn't feel too strongly about it, I'll let the patricians salvage the ship. What? But it's in our waters! Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it? The operations goes ahead and yields a great bounty for the patricians. Spices from Atesh, Salish pearls, and a strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. That's concerning. See, I promised to get you some money, Isley. Alright, finding a spouse. This is Chez's favorite part. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spymaster, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference, men, woman, or do you not mind? Woman. This time because I don't like how the guys end up looking. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Alright. I don't know, Isley. The chiefs tend to have very pretty strong ladies who can hold their liquor. In the coast, Lady Patrician, someone named... Son of a bitch! Lady Patrician, someone named Isley, sits on a pier, watching the sharks swim lazy circles beneath her dangling feet. Any luck finding a wizard to aid our cause? No, I'm afraid not. Queen Bunny is weak, and the wizards are satisfied that they needn't worry about royal meddling in their affairs. Depths below, we must try harder. The patricians aim to raise authority to 5 or more. Alright, taxes! Alright, I did promise bribery. I'm not gonna lie, Kirsten. This is a little personal. I don't want you lowering your faith by building another cathedral. Actually, it's only 400. It's crazy. What's your defiance at? 3? Nah, actually, I won't be mean right now. I won't be mean. It's not necessary, actually. It's only 400, and then you can always get more money. Yeah. I won't be mean. Actually, I should have bribed Ches because Ches is at 5. Fuck. Alright. Missing nobles. Evil oil. Kiwi, what are you guys doing the stonks of? Your August Majesty, a number of patricians have gone missing in the east. They traveled to Count Kirsid, the Dark Lord's castle, to negotiate a trade agreement, but they should have returned weeks ago. The missing patricians never even made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. The east is a dangerous place. Where could they have gone? Just north of my estate lies the whatre forest. To the west, the Twilight Lakeland. And to the south, the Ilarian's haunt. I like to live remotely. Does wonders for the soul. Oh no! Isley's missing! Oh lord. That's crazy. Alright, can we all agree not to do an execution? That seems a tad bit much. Can we all have a gentleman's agreement to not do an execution? Hold on, Kirsten. Hold on, Kirsten. I don't want you to get executed. I don't want you to be executed. Let's get that straight. Let's get that. We're having beef right now, but execution is a tad bit much, don't you think? I'm thinking Isley might be hidden in the Ilarian's haunt. That's my... Oh, shit. Hey, your taxes were normal. Your taxes were normal. I think it's C. But I'll let you guys decide. Oh shit. Guys! Fuck. Oh shit. I would guess the Lakeland for the water peeps. That is a good point. If you're holding them for secret ransom, you would say that. Sure. That's some logic. That's some logic. Of course you get to vote, Isley. A detachment of elite trackers are sent over the vast lakeland to search for someone named Isley and the other patricians. They're found safe- Yeah, nice. They're found safe and sound, camping at the shoreline of an especially large and spooky lake near the middle of the wilderness. Thank the ninth you found us, your Why is Isley bald? Isley, what happened out there? What did you go through? What happened? What did you have to do? A few of us were losing our minds out there. Yeah, and your hair apparently. I don't know how the counts stand it. It was the evil oil. I am most pleased with the new observatory we built on my land, but the scholars believe the observatory is cursed. They refuse to spend more than an hour under its roof. Why in the seven hells do they believe that? Nobody knows. They just say it gives them a creepy feeling. What should we do? Oh, you know exactly what I want to vote for. Yeah, I bet you're down with that, Kirsten. I bet you're down with that. I bet you are. I'm just saying, guys, B's a pretty good option. And I'll even let you guys pick the puppies that get painted on there. Why do you hate me? Kirsten! Kirsten! Look at you and Ches right now! Look at you and Ches! I haven't even been given the option to reduce Chez's military might. Who advanced their scheme twice last game, Kirsten? Ches, no, not the observatory. No, Isley. I know it'll bring up their faith, but we just built that thing. You order the merchants to overcome... Oh, you order the merchants to overcome their superstition to get back to work. Grumbling, they do so. Alright, let's see what our bachelorettes... I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Let's see. Oh! This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter of the northern Cheddar Chesington clan. Beautiful, isn't she? Apparently, she's also exceptionally well-mannered and agreeable for a northerner. Oh! Spends most of her time ranging the mountaintops, hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts. They say she's popular with the common folk up north, too. Wow. I could see the appeal. This is Veronica, the oldest daughter of the Eastern Kirsid the Dark Lord dynasty. I met her at a party once, but all she did was squeak out a hello and run off. Seemed nice enough. She bought a controlling interest in a silver mine in the east and made a killing. Half the east are in love with her, apparently. The other half hate her. Intriguing. And... I don't want to be mean, chat. I don't want to be mean, but why is she bald? What's happening? And finally, from the coast, we have Eulalia. She's definitely not getting chosen for her name alone. The wealthy heiress to Lady Patrician, someone named Isley's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous. And apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Unbiased. I actually do like Kestrid out of all of them. Look, she's a nice lady. She can fight dragons. I want a strong wife. I want my wife to pick me up and throw me around like a rag doll like my husband does. You know what? I have to look for time to make sure he's not like listening in. You know what this motherfucker does? My husband, when I see him and I greet him, you know, when he comes back in work, you know the first thing he does? You know, we have our welcome back hug. He lifts me up and he cracks the shit out of my back like if they're domino pieces! Oh my gosh, it sounds like he's popping bubble wrap out of my fucking back. Every single damn time! Oh my god. Every time he's just like, alright, and I'm like, no, please, my back, please. He's still silly, but damn. Alright. Now I have to worry about defiance for a different region now. Hello, Tomasz. Alright. Oh! And look who's advancing their plot. I told you guys. Kirsten's gonna advance his scheme. I know, but to be fair, I have not been giving that many opportunities to reduce Chez's military. Nuh-uh, I'm not being biased, Kirsten. Look at this. Chez is at 7, but I haven't been given a single opportunity. Because I would've. That's a high number. Hey, you married my child. I'm okay with lowering the military. Chez is happy. Chez, is that all you wanted? In a tiny village far to the east, two counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Another priest left my estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb. Now we must not falter. If the queen grows proud, we can offer her the ultimate reward, immortality. Fuck, bro. Fuck. God damn it. There's only one thing to do. Bribe Isley with more money. Am I wrong? Your wedding to Kestrid, naturally, the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Kestrid at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Fuck. Yeah. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Kestrid, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which she flatters you outrageously. Oh my god, my wife likes me. Stability is civil. Ah, fuck, it went up. Okay, defiance is down. That's good, that's good. By the time you find yourself alone with Kestrid, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. You dance... Oh, you danced so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? You endure a long conversation in which Kestrid seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. Girl, please, my ego, please. By night's end, you still don't know who Kestrid really is. Her real personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Oh, that's sad. That's a little sad. Your Majesty, the Palace Watch are reporting that there's a troll downstairs in the dungeon. What's a troll? Oh. Violent, brutish creatures. I have no idea how one got into our dungeon, but we'd better do something about it. Beatrice, do you mind? What are you doing? Beatrice. Sorry. I'll... Whoops. I'll deal with the monster before it hurts anyone. I can talk to it? Fuck yeah, I'll talk to it. Oh shit. 2 officers stand guard over a troll who's snoring in the middle of an empty cell. It seems to have torn a hole in a dungeon wall. How did they even get in here? Through the catacombs would be my guess. These dungeons all back onto various tunnels and crypts. It must have made this hole on its way in. Where are the catacombs? A maze of tunnels and crypts that crisscross the whole city. Impossible to navigate. Most who go looking for a tomb never comes back these days. Poke it. What? He's a little sprat. Nice to... Nice to meet you. Yes, you too. Who are you? I am the queen. What? The queen? Bunny? Spirits. I must have not been myself last night. How'd you get in here, buddy? My head's pounding like a town he got fucking drunk as fuck. My head's pounding like a town bell. I probably had a few too many red mist cups last night and wandered in here. Wherever here is. These are the dungeons of the royal palace, guy. You mean to say the wall I broke belonged to you? Sorry. You wanna become a roommate? He's a nice chap. He's a nice guy, chap. I can protect you from being attacked by peasants. Damn. I said the wrong thing. Do I just take the financial hit? I've got a 60% chance of succeeding. Yeah, he still broke a wall. Yeah, we'll try. Oh, this troll sighs heavily. It sounds like a ship running aground. Yes, I suppose I should. Over the next few hours, the troll helps patch up the hole. Meanwhile, you retreat to your bedroom for some much-needed shut-eye. It's been a very strange evening indeed. Beatrice! Why are you making so much noise? Are you telling me to go to bed? You weirdo. Well, I did not die. We're fine. We're so good. Alright. Ever since I got... I see. I see what happened to your hair. Why are you just suddenly bald now? Ever since I got back from the east, I felt terrible. Headache, nausea, terrible dreams, even mouth ulcers. I'd bet my Atashi cheese set that it's some kind of curse put on me by Count Kirsid the Dark Lord. And you should add hair loss in there. The council must do something. Oh my god. None of these options are that great, chat. Oh, have a good night, Kiwi. None of these options are that great. The only one I can see that would be okay would be A, but we have a 40% chance to succeed. Do we have a decent military, Kirsten? That's a 35% chance. Which region has no nobles? What happened? I know Kiwi left, but Isley should still be in the patricians. We should have everyone. What happened? Maybe? Maybe Isley disconnected. Maybe Isley did disconnect or something happened. Either way, it did save. So I think we're good. I think we can just call it here for now, and then we pick up another day. It is about that time anyway. It's like, what, 10:30 my time? I'm assuming it's an hour later for you guys. So either way, it's pretty late for you guys. I don't want you guys to stay up too late. Earlier on your side, Kirsten? Okay. Yeah, we'll save it for now, and then we can pick up another time. I'll probably set like a its own stream, so that way everyone is aware ahead of time. So everyone knows that's gonna happen, and then we can have more people join us and have more votes and stuff. But yeah. So we'll see what happens next time. Aside from that, tomorrow should be the Doodle request stream. It's gonna be a short one. I think I'm only gonna do that one for like, what, 2 hours maybe? Just because I don't want to spend too long drawing, because I want to work on other stuff as well. But yeah. If you guys don't want to miss that stream, definitely make sure you have the notifications set for that, or keep an eye on the Discord. But yeah. But aside from that, I think we should be good for tonight. And then this weekend, like I mentioned before, it is going to be Baldur's Gate. So hopefully I'll see you guys for that one, because that one is definitely going to be a very fun stream. I can't wait. And yeah. Get some good sleep, eat some good food, make sure you stay hydrated. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I will hopefully see you guys either tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.